you want to know the programs available for January 2026 intake at ARU College in the UK, stay with us. Hi and welcome to our live stream. Programs available for January 2026 intakes with ARU College. My name is Hugo Bustamante. I'm Recruitment Manager for Global Studies. And don't forget that Global Studies is an educational agency which helps to apply to different destinations. If you want to study in the UK, in Canada, in Spain, Lithuania, United States, and many other destinations, you just have to contact us. Don't forget that you have here our WhatsApp number and our email address. You can contact us and ask for your free guidance session. You can follow us as Global Studies UK in our social media. You can find us in Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube, and you will know more about the different options that we can offer. And today we are with Richard. Hi Richard, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you, Richard. Richard Kwofie is a student recruitment officer at ARU College. Richard is a student recruitment officer. He supports students from Latin America, Europe, and East and South Africa throughout their application and admission journey. In his role, he works closely with agencies, students, and their families to make sure every student enjoys a smooth transition into their studies at ARU College. As someone who came to the UK as an international student and whose life has been shaped by education, he is passionate about guiding applicants by sharing his history and offering helpful insights into ARU College's application and admission process. Richard, it is a pleasure to have you here with us today. And here is a short video to show a little bit about ARU College premises. Let's see it. Okay, yes, I told you this was a short introduction video, and please, if you have questions, don't forget to write down your questions any moment, and Richard will be happy to help us answering. Richard, your presentation is ready. Please let us know which programs do you have available for January 2026 intake, please.
Yes, thank you very much, Hugo. Thank you for the opportunity to present to your honorable students about ARU College and then their journey to the UK to pursue further studies. So as Hugo just said, I'm Richard. I'm a student recruitment officer here at ARU College. And for the purpose of this presentation, I support students applying to ARU College from Latin America, of which Bolivia, our case study today is an example. Yes, so today we will be talking about ARU College. We will talk about why ARU College and then why ARU, that is the university courses and then requirements for the January intake and even other subsequent intakes. Our timetable, we would like to showcase the flexibility we have regarding our timetable, the placements opportunities that our programs come with, which helps you to have practical experience as part of your studies our tuition fees, our key dates for the January intake, our campus locations, accommodation, which is very, important for us all as international students. Yes. So we will start. We would like to emphasize that ARU College, we are ranked among the best in the UK. As you could see on the screen at the moment, recently we were awarded gold by the TAF in the UK, which showcase, our teaching and then research excellence that we have demonstrated over the years. In 2023, we also awarded University of the Year after meeting so many criteria that has to do with our teaching, our research, and then our student satisfaction as well. And more on our student satisfaction, as you could see, we have achieved 92% student satisfaction experience. That shows that our teaching, our research, and then the leadership demonstrated by the college and then by the university is really accepted, by the students. Then again, in the UK, we are also among the top 15 in terms of graduate employment. I mean, as we are all coming to the UK to study, after us in the UK and then abroad, we are obviously going to seek, graduate, opportunities or employment opportunities. And this is where ARU stand tall, right? We are among the top 15 in the UK for graduate employment. That means that when you graduate, the probability of you gaining employment after reading our courses is very high. And this is because of the placement opportunities we have with our courses. This is because of the practicality of our courses. This is because of the internships, the research experience that we make sure our students have. Then again, if you're also interested in sports science, we are in the top 5 in the UK for sports science related courses. We are also highly rated for educational experience according to our national students survey. Then very, very important, our lives is what our health and well-being, and we are also rated among the best in the UK in terms of health and well-being. And as you could see, we are also one of the world leading universities in terms of what research in 16 subject areas, of which the subject of your interest will obviously be one of them. Good. Another important thing about ARU and then ARU College is the varieties or we have in terms of our campus locations. I mean, majority of the universities in the UK and then worldwide have just one campus location. However, at ARU College, we are proud to mention that we have 3 different campus locations in the UK, right? So you could decide to, or you could choose to study in Cambridge, you could study in Chelmsford, you could study in Peterborough. And as you could see, all our 3 campuses are within the reach of London. So our Cambridge campus, where we offer majority of our undergraduates and then our postgraduate programs, is only 50 minutes away from the London Liverpool. It's only 50 minutes away from the London King's Cross station, and then from the Heathrow Airport, it's only 2 hours away. However, there's a direct coach or bus from Heathrow right to Cambridge. If you're also going to Chelmsford, I'm proud to let you know that this is our closest campus to London, which is only 35 minutes away from the London Liverpool Street Station, which is the center of London. Then again, from Heathrow Airport to Chelmsford is also only 2 hours away, right? Our Peterborough campus, where we offer 4 key masters program, is also 50 minutes away from London. Yes. So, I mean, this should inform us about the uniqueness we have for you, right? Regarding our campus choices. Good. So now, why ARU College? Right, ARU College is a partner of Anglo Ruskin University, or ARU, and the college offers you the opportunity to join the university even if you do not meet the university's requirement for direct entry. Right, we will talk about the academic requirement very soon. Right, and if you fall short in these academic requirements that the university has set for direct entry, you could join us for either a foundation or first year. Or if you're also interested in masters, you could also join us for what? Pre-masters. Then again, we provide students opportunities to join us when they have lower English requirements. Obviously, as we know, before you come to the UK to study from, where we are, we will have to meet English requirements, right, for our visa application and then also for our studies in general. So usually we have to take what English tests, maybe IELTS, Duolingo, PT, language sets, and so on and so forth. We would like to emphasize that in the college, our requirements are relatively lower as compared to the university's requirement for direct entry. Then again, we also provide students with what joint CAS, right? So that means that if you are coming for a foundation, the CAS, that is the visa you are going to have, will comprise of what the foundation year and then the 3-year degree. So you're going to have 4-year CAS and 4-year visa, right? The significance of this is that you wouldn't have to go back to your country to reapply for the course after doing the foundation or reapply for what the visa. Good. And in the college, we also like to mention that our classes are what very small. As you could see, our classes or our lectures are taught in relatively smaller class size. That is a maximum of what 25 students in a class, especially for our foundation and then our pre-master courses. Another important thing is that we have 3 intakes across the year, right? So for the purposes of this presentation, we are aiming at the January intake. However, we also have another intake in May and then September, right? So even if you are not able to join us for the January 2026 intake, there's an option for you to join us in the May 2026 intake or the September 2026 intake. Also, we support our students, to ensure that they're able to progress smoothly to the university. So after doing the foundation year or joining us for the first year or the pre-masters, the probability of you progressing to the university to further your education is very high. As you could see over the years, from our student survey, we have achieved over 90% progression rates. That means that your progression or the probability of you, joining the university is really high. I would like to mention that we coming from Bolivia and other countries in Latin America to the UK and then to ARU to study, we will need buddies, right? We will need, people from our home countries to help us settle in. So the university has what introduced this buddy scheme where we pair students who are coming to the university as international students with what people from their home country. And I would like to mention that ARU recruits from all over the world, right? So wherever, which country you are coming from, you are going to have what a buddy or a colleague from your home country to guide you, or to help you settle when you come to Cambridge or Chelmsford or Peterborough, right? They are going to um, guide you, show you around where you can get your local foods, where you can get this, where you can get that. I would also like to mention that in order for our career or our professional life to propel very well after our studies, the university has introduced the career what mentor, right? So if you sign up with what our career service team, they are going to what give you what a mentor, someone in your field. Assuming you are reading an architecture, the university has what people who are what architects that they are going to pair you with, who are going to provide you with what guidance right from what the first year, and then when you are done with what your course, right, helping you with what the kind of jobs you can apply, even where to see those jobs, how you are going to prepare for the interviews, the cover letters, and so on and so forth. Yes. So now to our undergraduate courses. So we would like to mention that for our undergraduate courses, we have various what courses or subjects in 13 subject areas. So whichever course or program you are interested in reading, ARU has it for you. So students could join us for architecture or various subjects in art and design like illustration, film, drama, acting. We have a whole lot of courses under business. I'll talk about them very soon. Engineering, computing, English media, drama, psychology, health and social care professions, humanities, education, music, law and policing, medical and life sciences, and sports science. Good. So I would like to mention our academic requirements. So for Bolivia, for you to join us for the foundation, you should have completed the high school. That is, you should have the baccalaureate with a grade of what 36 or better. So if you have 36 or better, then you could join us for a foundation. If you have 50 or better in your baccalaureate, you could also join us for what first year. Good. And for our English requirements, though we have IELTS 5.5, we accept different English requirements or various English requirements as well. I want to mention that we accept Duolingo, which is very, easier to take and much more cheaper. We accept Duolingo 100 in all the bands. We also accept Oxford IELTS. We also accept PTE. You need to have 59 in all the bands. Person PTE, we accept it. We also accept language sets. Good. And even after writing this test, if you are not able to meet our mark, we also have what pre-sessional English course, which is virtually online, that you can join us to what improve or better your English before you start your studies. Good. So now to our pre-masters. For the pre-masters, that is leading you to a master's program. We also have these 7 subject groups available that you could choose from. Good. So now to our 3-day condensed timetable, right? So to help you reduce travel costs, give you much flexibility, and then also enable you to pursue what part-time work around your studies on campus or off campus. We have condensed our foundation year timetable to what? Only 3 days, and then our pre-masters timetable to only 3 days as well. So that means that out of the 5 working days or 5 business days, you have what? Only 3 days to be in class. And even among in the 3 days, only one is going to be what? A full day. The other two are what? Half days, right? So that means that you have what? 2 full days and 2 half days to pursue what? Work what experience as you are what? You are studying in Cambridge, in Chelmsford, or in Peterborough. Good. We would also like to mention that our courses come with what? Placement. As you could see, 96% of our undergraduate courses come with what? Placement. And students could take up to what? 1 year for what? Placements. Good. So as you could see over the years, our students have undertaken placements in Cambridge, in London, Edinburgh, US, Switzerland, Germany, Chile, India, in big, brands like Sony, Microsoft, Toshiba. And we would like to mention that we have a dedicated placement team that is on campus supporting our students with their placement endeavors, right? So if you like to take the placement, where you want to take them, the various processes, whether you have to apply, send a CV, prepare for interview, cover letter, the dedicated placement team is on campus to support you. Yes, and the placements here take place between the second and then what's the third year. And as I mentioned, you can spend up to what? 1 full year undertaking the placements. Good. So now this slide is talking about what the courses we have for first year for the January intake, right? So if you are interested in joining us for what? First year in the upcoming January intake, or foundation in the upcoming January intake, we have all these courses what available. So under engineering, we have courses like AI, building, surveying, civil engineering, computer science, construction management, electrical electronic and electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, mechatronics and robotics, quantity surveying, and psychology. We have different variants of psychology. We have psychology. We also have specializations like psychology with clinical psychology. We also have psychology with education. Then under law and policing, we have what's law. So we have foundation in law. We also have first year in law. Under medical and life sciences, we have animal behavior, biology. We have biomedical science, crime and investigative studies. We have ecology with conservation. We have forensic science. We also have ecology, and all business courses are available. Business with marketing, business with finance, accounting, and finance, international business management, marketing. We have all the business courses available for the January intake in both foundation and then what? First year. Good. So I would like to um talk about our new nursing foundation. So starting from the September intake, we have introduced a new nursing foundation that will lead you toward a nursing degree at ARU. So the nursing foundation is a 1 year program leading you toward an NMC accredited nursing degree. And it is ideal for students without what traditional qualification, but potential and experience. So that means that you do not need to, necessarily have what traditional qualification or background. Like you do not need to have maybe science or mathematics grade in what your baccalaureate before you could join us, because in the foundation year we are going to teach you these courses I'll talk about in a bit. And then the progression what route is what adult nursing. Good. So we have intake for the nursing program in September and then January. So January 2026, you can join us for what our new nursing foundation. And then the tuition fee is 15,000, what's 500. And as you could see, there's 99% graduate employability within the first 6 months after you graduate. Good. And as you could see, the career opportunities for nursing are many, right? You could work at the NHS hospitals and trust in the UK and abroad, schools, care homes, social services, in the various roles below: ward manager, advanced nurse practitioner, nurse consultant, specialist nurse. Also, you could also pursue opportunities in teaching and research. Good. So in the foundation year, as I mentioned, we teach you courses that are going to prepare you adequately for your nursing degree. So we teach you courses such as core maths, learning to learn, which is about communication skills, academic writing, references to make you really adaptable at the university. We also teach you biology, that is anatomy and physiology, a course in preparing for a career in care. We also teach you psychology, health and well-being, and then embracing diversity in patient care. And when you progress to the university, you learn all these courses from the first year towards the third year. We would like to mention that right from the first year, we support our students to take what mandatory placements, right? So within every year, you are going to take what two clinical what placements that is going to help you, give you the practical experience of what being a nurse or the nursing profession. Before that, even in the university, we have simulation sites, right, where we provide our students with what practical sessions, right, that help complement the theories they are studying in class. We also like to emphasize our tuition fee. So for the foundation year, it is 15,500. If you are doing a first year in business, it is 15,700. If you are doing a first year in non-business, one second. If you are doing first year non-business, it is 15,000, 16,500, and then our pre-master course is 8,800. Good. In order for us to support you, we also have various discounts or scholarships what's available. Good. So if you are doing a foundation year, you could have a discount of £1,000. If you are doing a first year in business, you could have a discount of £800. If you are also paying what four, you could have a discount of 4,500. And there is a progression discount for all our courses. That means when you are done with the foundation or the first year or the pre-masters and you are progressing to the university, you are also eligible for what, a £1,000 discount. Good. So accommodation, very, very important, especially for us international students. So in Cambridge, we have what three main accommodation on campus. We also have what private halls that are what within the reach of what the university. We also support our students who are also interested in shared what houses in Cambridge. In Chelmsford, we have the student village where majority of our students stay. We also have, other shared houses in Chelmsford that our students would go for. If you're also going to Peterborough, we have our dedicated accommodation team on campus to help you. And in Cambridge as well, we also have our dedicated accommodation team in the college and then in the university that is going to help you. Yes. So finally, I would like to entreat all of you to go to our website, arucollege.com, or just talk to Hugo, who is going to help you apply, to ARU College, help take control of the whole application process for you. You could also, send us your general enquiries at info@ARU College. You could also send admissions related enquiries to admissions@arucollege.com. If you also want to, get information from our student support and finance team, you could also send it to support@arucollege.com. And then accommodation, you could also send it to accommodation@arucollege.com. You could also send me an email at richard.kwofie@arucollege.com. And as I said, Hugo is a key reference point, for you guys. If you have any question, if you want to apply to us, just get in touch with him, and then he's going to help you submit your application and then work closely with the university for you to enroll successfully. Thank you so much for listening to us today, and then we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. This is really helpful and is really important, all this information for students in general, international students, as you say. And please, Richard, there is a question about accommodation that you were talking about. How long in advance it is advisable for students to do the application and reserve accommodation, please?
Good. So for the January intake, we have opened our accommodation portal at the moment. So if you are coming for the January intake, whether you have CAS or you have visa or not, because the accommodation is limited, you can apply for your accommodation as soon as it is opened. And mostly we open it 2 months away to the intake. So for the January intake, we opened it even in October, right? So students who have offers can apply for accommodation and then make it ready in advance. Yes. So the same for the other intakes. We always would open our accommodation portal 2 to 3 months before, and then students are always advised to book accommodation. We always send reminders to our students to book the accommodation in advance. Yes.
Thank you, Richard. And please, there is another question about the different intakes that ARU College has, please.
Yes. So we have 3 intakes, right? So we have an intake in September, January, and then in May. So for January, we have virtually all the foundation courses available. We have virtually all the first year courses also available. And it is the same for September. We have all the courses available, foundation, first year, pre-masters, right? For May, we have all courses for business available for foundation first year, but for non-business first year, few of them are available in May, and you can always check with us. But for foundation, all the courses are available in May. So if you are joining for foundation, you can join us for all the intakes. But for first year, it is really advisable to join us for either September or January. If it is May, you can also check with us because we have some courses available for first year in our May intake.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Thank you for this information. I think there are no more questions by now. But please, as Richard told you, we as Global Studies are here ready to help you with all your application process. You just have to contact us. You have here our WhatsApp number, our email address, and don't forget to follow us in our social media, and you will know more about the options that we have for you. We are happy to help you to apply to ARU College, and don't forget, do it as soon as possible as you can, because we will let you know all the requirements you need and how to do the application process. And Richard will be helping us to do it possible. You can study at ARU College. So don't forget, contact us. Richard, it was really, yes, please.
Yes.
Tell
Finally,
us.
I would like to emphasize on our key dates. Yes, so currently applications are being accepted for January, and then our CAS deadline is on the 19th of December. So our CAS deadline is 19th of December. So if you are interested in joining us in January, you could submit your application now, work on your conditions, pay your deposit. If you have to send us bank statement, you send it to us, so that even before 19th of December, you have your CAS to apply for your visa, so that you can study with us in January 2026. Yes.
Yes, that is really important. Don't forget, send us your documentation as soon as possible so we can help you to apply and we're ready for the January 2026 intake.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard.
Yes.
Thank you for your help and for answering the questions today. And everybody, don't forget, if you want to study at ARU College this January intake, we are already receiving your documents and you can start your application now. contact us. We will be happy to help you. Thank you, Richard, and thank you, everybody, for joining us today. And I hope we will see soon again.
Yes.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Richard.
Thank you. Bye.